We don't know ourselves 100%. We know parts of ourselves. We know how we look to us. We don't know how we look to other people, or at least not fully. Do you get what I'm saying to you? We know certain strengths, but the way that the mind works is you're gonna emphasize your strengths and focus less on your weakness because mental health. I want to be positive, right?
I remember me and my siblings expressing to our mum that we're having therapy and she not really understanding it initially, that being a thing, and just like, oh, like what's wrong? Like, why do you need therapy? Like, is prayer not enough? And stuff like that, or like, am I not enough? Can I not do enough for you?
We need to redefine masculinity as well. You know, I think nowadays there's this, the media is putting out this negative connotation of what it means to be a man.
I think a really interesting point to start off would be sort of a time when I thought, let me delve into therapy. Not because I felt like I had something wrong with me or anything like that, but I just feel like sometimes you can only take yourself as far, you can only see so much of yourself without sort of, well, you seeing the bigger picture, innit? I think your ego and your pride only gets you to a certain level. So I thought, let me try it out anyway. So there were certain places that I looked at, BAATN, Black and Asian Therapy Network. I looked on there.
Big them up.
Yeah, nah, big up them still. I'll tell you a story nah, big them up still. But anyway, I found a lady, and obviously with my work schedule and sort of gym and all of that stuff, it had to be a specific time. And this was shortly after COVID as well, so there was a rise in sort of over sort of Zoom, over sort of laptops and stuff like that. But I wanted in person. I like to feel, I like the energy in the room and stuff like that. But anyway, the particular lady that I fell in love with after our chat, she went free for a couple of weeks. But then closer to my house, there was a lady that was free. There was a lady that was free, and she invited me over for a free sort of session with her. It was quite interesting actually. We'll play a little game. You told me, we'll come back to that in a second. But anyway, I've gone over after work, right? And you know, lovely. It's in her house, so it's not like a particular establishment. It's in her house. I've gone over there. She's welcomed me in. I've sat down. It's a living room, but she's sort of done it all, zenned it up, you know, nice music, calming music, everything. And we get to talking. Oh, so I had therapy. And exactly like I just said now, bro, the next thing that comes out of this lady's mouth was, so were you in a gang growing up? Bro, she said to me, were you in a gang growing up? Remember
Let me guess.
Don't guess yet, but yeah, you're there. But like, bear in mind, I've said I've come back from work. So I've literally come through from work. I've got a 3-piece suit on with an overcoat. I don't know what's given
It's like, how did we get here?
I don't know, how
that's
we
my
got
favorite
there.
phrase.
Like how?
Yeah.
Like why did she go with that verse? Anyway,
Excuse me?
I was taken back, as you can imagine. I was like, whoa. What? Sorry, where's the relevance? Yeah.
So was it that killed the vibe after?
Do you know what? You know me though. I don't mind. I will confront you. Like, do you know what I mean? But I was a little bit confused. I wanted to understand how she done that working out. So I was just like, sorry, what do you mean? Like, where'd you get that from? She goes, no, I'm just looking at you. You know, you're a tall black guy with a beard. I was like,
made it worse.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, we're making judgments. She goes, no, don't, honestly, I'm not here to judge you. I said, no, but we're humans, innit? We're going to judge each other, innit? That's how you've come to this conclusion, right? You judged me, 5 minutes into our conversation. And she said to me, no, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable or anything. No, I'm just saying, like, you've obviously claimed me to be a gang lord, so I need to understand how we move forward from this. And then she goes to me, no, I was just trying to piece some things together. I said, I've said nothing.
You could have asked any other question. Like,
Bro, that was boom.
you could have
Like,
said, were you
literally
into
within
gymnastics?
5 minutes, it was, so were you in a gang growing up? I don't know. Maybe there's some logic behind it, maybe where we grew up and whatever, all of that stuff. I don't know, innit? But anyway, she said to me, I've said to her, listen, I've got to go anyway, yeah, but listen, it's thank you for offering me the free session. She goes, we can sign you up for the next couple of sessions if you want now. I said, you know what, I'll have a think about it, but I'm not sure if that's where I want to go at the moment, but I'll have a think about it. She goes, okay, here's my there's a form that she gave me to fill out. I said, I think you should hold on to the form. I'll be in contact with you if we're going to go forward. But for me, that was like my proper introduction into therapy. And I just fear that for somebody that, we all need therapy, of course, innit? But let's say some people leave it till where it's like they really need it, innit? I'm thinking if that was someone that really, really, really needed it at the time, that would have been tough for them to come back from.
But why'd you say we all need therapy? That's a strong statement. Let's not.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
Nah.
How do you define therapy before I answer your question? Either of you, because you both disagree. Oh, guys, we both know.
Whilst you're mulling over, therapy is, I guess, uncovering potentially trauma, things you're finding difficult at that moment mentally, speaking to a professional, whether you call them a counselor or a therapist, and it's about finding solutions. It's about understanding behaviors, and yeah, it's a thing that a lot more people are doing. But yeah, I think it's a strong statement to say everyone needs therapy. I think everyone would benefit from therapy.
No, I know what you're saying. When you say in that context, I thought you were speaking about in a context of like going to a professional therapist, but you can find therapy through people, through talking to your friends or talking to your wife or your spouse, speaking to a work colleague. In that sense, I do feel like we all need to release what's...
That's cool. So banter aside, so I want to get it. I want to understand this then. So
no, we all need a release.
We all
'Cause
agree.
I feel like I hear what Daps is saying. We all need.
Of course you hear it. You both
space and
disagree.
an
But let me
environment.
just, if you just allow me. So we both agree that talking to people is nice.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's more than talking to people.
I haven't landed.
Wait,
My plane hasn't landed.
So I'm saying that we
Okay,
need to talk
we'll
to
just
people
switch planes.
to... You cut me off, by the way.
I apologize.
So we need to talk to people to release...
We need to talk to people to release.
Yeah, we need to talk to people to release and get out what we need to get out, basically.
Okay, so that's a need. You used need a couple of times there, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not so similar to what I've said in terms of we need therapy. I just want to understand the part that you disagree with. Is it the establishment?
No, because I thought you were saying it in a sense. Yeah, the establishment part
Right,
of
so
it.
you don't like the buildings?
Yeah, no, I don't think it has to be that. I don't think it has to be going to a therapist. Like, you need to define what you need.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you need to find your solution. Your
Yeah, I
solution could
agree.
be talking to your spouse, speaking to a friend. You don't have to go to like a therapist. You could go to somebody that you feel comfortable speaking with.
Let me throw a spanner in the works. So I agree with you that the people closest to you can offer you a level of support and care to allow you to release certain things, right? I feel like sometimes, unknowingly to us, sometimes we use people as anchors. We use the people that we care about as anchors, and actually that's taking them away from their role. That's not really their role or responsibility to us here. You don't want to be too dependent on someone when, well, actually there's actually professionals that study it, that they can give you stuff that maybe this person wouldn't give you because they've actually studied this and they know what they're talking about. That's my only thing. So when I say like I feel like we all need therapy, there's, going back to the words that you use, you said like there's things about ourselves that we want to discover and stuff like that. We don't know ourselves 100%. We know parts of ourselves. We know how we look to us. We don't know how we look to other people, or at least not fully. Do you get what I'm saying to you? We know certain strengths, but the way that the mind works is you're gonna emphasize your strengths and focus less on your weakness, because mental health, I want to be positive, right? So it's also going to people to unearth certain traumas that you might not know about. You might not know why you react to certain things. So my thing as well was like, why am I snapping at certain things? I don't know. I don't know why I'm snapping at certain things. I wanted to sharpen myself. I wanted to make sure that this help that I want to give to people meant that I was in a position where, do you know what, I'm at a good stage. I understand myself. I understand emotions. I understand my emotions, and I had to respond to people. I wanted to make sure that I was in the best possible form to be able to sort of be altruistic like I am. And that meant that I had to be the best version of myself. And that's what I mean by sort of needing therapy, in terms of just our progression, you know. But yeah, I agree with you as well. Like, therapy comes in different forms. I do say
and
that.
I think also some people might not be comfortable going to a stranger and speaking to them. Some people might find comfort in speaking to someone that they know, someone that they trust. I think that is a difficult thing to do as well, to just meet a stranger and start talking about your life, what you've been through, your trauma.
I think it goes both ways.
I know you.
Yeah.
I was
gonna
gonna
say I think
it.
it goes both ways. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, sorry to cut you off. I think it's easier because you can dissociate. This person doesn't know me, so
As he's saying that, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, nah, I know this dude, bro.
Yeah.
Surely you don't share the same thing. Not that it's wrong, but I know that for some people, it's like, you don't know me. Whatever I say to you, you can't use against me or whatever. I can, but I think the underlying thing is you need a level of familiarity. I think you need a level of familiarity. You need someone that you can build that rapport with, you know. I think it's a lot easier when it's someone that looks like you, because then there isn't too much of a over explanation in terms of certain situations, which then obviously leads us to sort of the conversation about sort of when we talk about therapy, when we talk about mental health and wellness and stuff like that. What does it mean to us? You know, because obviously I've spoken about my situation in terms of why I wanted to delve into it, but what does it mean? What does it mean to us? You know, you're a young black man. What is it about wellness that really strikes home for you? What is it about your mental health that you feel like you need to investigate a little bit further? What is it? What does it mean to you?